So E3 has finally come and gone. We have heaps of announcements to go through, heaps of games, heaps of information. Super psyched about this. The first game I'd like to go over is actually a bit of a surprising release. Now, everyone knows that this game here, Super Mario 3D World, did fantastic, and it had this little fun mini game with Captain Toad. Now, for those of you who have played the games or seen the videos, basically Captain Toad was small puzzle-like games, mini games, which were integrated into this game. Now, it wasn't a 3D platformer, you couldn't jump. The whole point was you were in a very small space, you could rotate the angle 360, have a look at it any way you want, and the point was to get Toad from A to B safely. There would be obstacles, there would be traps, but he couldn't jump, he couldn't fight, so you'd have to wait for an enemy to pass, where to slip by, you'd have to pick up the coins along the way, and you couldn't complete the stage unless you picked everything up. It was short, it was simple, it was varied, and in many instances very smart level designs. Now, Nintendo's gone ahead at this year's E3 and announced that they have made a game based solely off this experience. It had been previously stated that Nintendo would attempt to include the Toad Adventures in possibly another future Nintendo title. Now, they did reveal at the time that they weren't sure how they were going to integrate it, and turns out that they still didn't come up with an effective way to integrate it. So I thought, why not? Let's base a whole game off it. Now, the game, which will be called, I've noted it down here with my mini E3 notes, it will be called, here we are, Captain Toad's Treasure Tracker. Now, when I first saw this, I thought, oh, you know, it was a fun mini game, but to base a whole experience off it, I wasn't too certain. But nevertheless, the internal optimist in me said, look, give it a chance, and I watched the videos. I have to say, it actually looked pretty good. Like, it wasn't just more of the same, but more levels. You could see that there was certain gameplay elements which were added, which before didn't actually exist. So they seem to have taken it seriously. And also, at the end of the day, it is a first-party Nintendo title. Now, I really can't remember the last time they released something, a proper game, which I didn't like. I say that because for some reason Wii Music popped in my head, and let's just leave that behind us. Captain Toad's game does look good. Those of you that did enjoy the first one, well, not the first one, the mini game in Super Mario 3D World, I strongly urge you to check it out. And I just want to ask a question which a few of my subscribers have been asking lately, so obviously you guys who are watching now, I can't include Nintendo footage. You know, I'm sure that I'm not the only one you guys are subscribed to, and a lot of your other subscribers channels which you are subscribed to have mentioned the whole copyright YouTube thing. I've received plenty of warnings against my account, and I'm not affiliated with the bigger YouTube group like Machinima or any of those other big guns out there, so I'm not covered for copyright. So I personally can't take the risk at this stage to upload Nintendo footage and show it on my channel. At least not until I figure out a safe way to go around it without possibly jeopardizing my my channel. So obviously I don't want to risk that, and by talking like this, you know, I can do my videos a lot easier, quicker, I can bring them out to you so you get my opinions on things much faster, and it lets me sleep better at night knowing that I won't wake up with several strikes and a closed account and then having to start from scratch. So that's why you won't get footage, but you always get my opinion and more. Now, this covers Captain Toad's Treasure Tracker announcement. There were heaps of other announcements. My next video, I like to do them short and separately so I don't drag on too much, we'll be discussing Bayonetta 2 and the surprising announcement Nintendo made. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. I'll be uploading my Bayonetta video straight after this. So by the time you watch this, the next video has probably been uploaded. Thanks for tuning in. You've been watching Gamers Treehouse 2013. I know it's 2014, but get over it.